Hello, this is FG back with you for Anbennar. Continuing on with the Rosande campaign. The last episode, we went ahead and beat Nurchestir, as well as grabbing a bunch of provinces off. Well, actually, no. What we finished off with was conquest of Steel Hill, and finally finishing off Bladebreaker. And then we grabbed all of these provinces from Corvaria. Alright, take that, and then we can take this. Alright. Excellent. Eventually we're going to want to move our trade center there. So, what we are going to want to do is begin upgrading our centers of trade. Do I have Castenath Cord? No, I need to do that. Yeah, that's important to do. Castenath is just too big to not have full cord. Alright, what is... Okay, my capacity is not looking super great. I get that, because there's 2 there. This obviously needs to get upgraded. I cannot afford to pay that. Yeah, that's an estate. And we can do... What's our gnomes looking like? South Castenath. Sure. Here. Okay. Okay. They need 2. They can head down further south. And head down to Blade Keep. And then they can deal with that inevitable uprising. Okay. Good. And then that right there. General died. Alright, they're also, if I recall correctly, yeah, there's the Temple of Castrio. Probably not going to be getting that. And which temple do we have? Ildron. But man, we like our Dwarven refugees. They make things cheaper. And then we're going to upgrade this to level... higher level. Okay, where are some bad trade goods? Yes, none of those have orcs. These 2 do. Is there any other mediocre to bad trade goods? doesn't have it. Okay, that one actually does have an orcish property. Alright. And we need to build some production buildings. Okay, I believe strategic goods. Okay, we need to get a few more. Where are slaves? Okay, green orcs. Oh, that actually took manpower that time. Oh, because they're orcish majority. I get it. We are now the leading producer of wine. Excellent. This needs to be 25 development. Alright, good. We got some more culture conversions done. That should be getting done. We'll do that. Alright, who died? Military advisor. Okay, and so for here, we need a workshop. Okay, we have a workshop. Now we simply need that, 15 development. The ruins of Castanet have by now been mostly restored to their former purpose, but many had to be torn down as they were irreparable. With the space thus freed in the formerly densely settled metropolis, some of our adventurous winemakers have proposed turning these patches of land into vineyards, taking advantage of the gentle climate and prevailing within the walls of Castanet. Once this ambitious project has been completed, Castanet will be the grandest winery in all of Canor, a central hub from which to distribute the fruits of our labor, the fruits of the labor of our orcish slaves to all customers all over Canor and beyond. Alright. There is the Grand Bazaar. Development. Alright. Trade advisor. Okay. The stars glisten brightly against the night sky, beautiful but cold and uncaring. They were just like the gods of our parents, Dukin, who Sugra had whispered untold furtive prayers in the dead of night. Dukin never seemed to acknowledge her prayers, had never cared to intervene. Even when she was being torn from her parents, Surga stared into the campfire and smoke winding into the bleak cast in that sky. Here among the ruins of the ancient capital, she had toiled 2 long years. With her calloused fingers, she furtively traced the intricate carvings engraved in a bone dagger crafted from a human thigh bone. She found it only yesterday while cleaning up another part of the vast memorial to the futility of human ambition, or, as some of the more daring slaves in her team considered, a monument to Orca's triumph over human decadence. She did not recognize the strange symbols she drew again and again, but she fancied them to be the work of a powerful shaman, even if there was no proof one way or the other. No proof except the tingling in her fingertips whenever she touched the dagger's blade, a tingling that tightened whenever her rage boiled up. Rage at the cruel overseers, rage at the uncaring masters who had laid claim to her, rage at the slavers and knights who tore her from her parents, rage at the God who did nothing when his chosen people suffered, and in the darkest hour of the night, rage at her parents who brought her into this existence and then would not protect her. But, clenching the dagger in her fists, Surga made a solemn vow to herself. One day she would be free. One day she would shatter the chains that bound her. One day she would take back all that had been taken from her. Every wildfire starts as a few glowing embers. Yep. Happy, seize land, build a house of worship. Alright. Truce with them is up in a few years. News of the Karate drill. Don't really care. Okay, so what are these? 20. No, get those. Probably throw out cultural just unity down there. Therefore the greatest of all, we now hold the former heartlands of both August Castanor and chivalrous Castilier. While the former fell due to the perfidious rot within and strength of conviction found in the League of Free Realms, the latter was utterly drowned by the green tide. All that their vaunted honor and nobility did nothing to prevent this from happening. The question thus remains, was their chivalry a source of strength, or rather a fatal weakness they could not overcome in time? Their lands are now ours to rule as we see fit, and we shall not repeat the mistakes of the past. We will not let what we have built from the ground turn to ashes due to a misplaced reluctance to do what is necessary. Many a king had treaded the weathered stones of the northern citadel, but Emperor Adran was the first to ascend the steps of the olden dais of ancientness since the green tide. Yet the emperor was not only conqueror of the old citadel, but also the reclaimer of the old Castilian crown. The crown, however, remained in the hands not yet fit to be worn by someone of their magnificence just yet. It was missing its gem, its centerpiece, its power. Until the day when the gem had been reclaimed, no Rosada king would wear this false crown. From the top of the tower, the metropolis of Castanet could be seen in all of its magnificence. and it was said on some days that at the perfect time one could see light glimmering from the white walls of Castanor. With great fortification and riches of the Escon at their disposal, assets which had withstood the enemies of Escon for centuries, only the weakest kings could have failed to hold back the tide of orcs. Old Escani kingdoms were weak, as chivalrous Escon slowly rendered their armies nothing more than accessories. It was easy for weak kings to advocate for peace when their armies were trained only to perform in parades and never for war. But now that rot had been purged, Rosande possessed the strength the old kingdoms did not, and through the liberation of Escon had proved to be their legitimate heirs. The kings lifted the crown until the gem hole perfectly encompassed the ruins of Castaneth. Was this truly the jewel the old kingdom had held so dear? The king scoffed. What is a gem worth if it is so easily broken? Alright, additionally, before I forget, build that. And then there. And one right there. Alright, now we just need to fight Lucian. Okay, we would not win that war. Off. Put a supply network there. Okay, let's negotiate with the cast mathematicians. Alright. Take them in. Take that one. We have... yeah. Take that. Eldron. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, we will do right here. Do that. 15 base production. And get that dealt with. Excellent. That needs a fort. That needs a fort. Good. I'm not actually going to take any provinces. I just want to keep the 20,000 men out of the coalition. should be able to trade depot, stock exchange. We'll get next. Let's go with advancement edict. Alright, we're good. Done with. Excellent. Yeah, let's go ahead and build this. You know what, I don't. I'll let him go with his devotion, yeah. Okay. So GP number R was 5. Pretty good. Not fighting right now. Yep, trust went down, that's fine. Okay. Alright, excellent. Marl likes me. Our truce with them up in 4 years. That Scotty Wars of Consolidation. Hurrah! Alright. That needs to get dealt with. Okay, I cannot hear that. And get that. prosperous duo. Civilization of Castaneath for 10 years. Why did we get that? Do we even... We shouldn't have porcelain anywhere. We weird if we did. Need to start seizing land, get my crown land ownership up. Cultural shit, good. Means they all can go over to the correct culture. That's excellent. Alright, so what can I do? 50 development in the capital. Progress, construction time, construction cost. So hypothetically, if I was to declare war on them, they would not help me. Of course they would. I would. Is there anyone they're allied to that I could easily get into a fight with? Alright. If it's rough. And we can't do that, then we can upgrade it. Good. Prestige. Eldron. Yeah. Alright. to start building some of these. Just give me the mercantilism. Can't blame him. Let's tell him. Alright. Let's build. Yeah. Few people are guaranteeing that have 4 allies. Cestoran, yeah, Cestoran is Vector of the Faith. That'll be 6. We still need some more plantations. Okay, that one is getting built. Marks and ruins. Alright, that'll be done relatively soon. This needs that. And sort by value, put that down. 6. Good. Elmire and Vernon. Chosen by Ildron. Praise Ildron. Praise progress. Elevate of iron. Probably need to get more cannons in the back line. Okay, these guys can actually go deal with them. I'm gonna try and feed some blade breaker provinces to my lovely ally. think it should give me a diplomacy point or something, if I recall correctly. Like a monthly diplomacy point, plus some other smaller modifiers. Alright, so where are... Yep. Yeah, get that. Good. Okay, so for Blade Breaker, take this. Excellent. Good. That's what I wanted. Now Blade Breaker is been pretty thoroughly destroyed. So from you, I really just want these provinces. What is combat at these days? Still 30. I'll go ahead and build a cannon stack. do that. So, cost me $3 grand to do that. Try an advancement effort down there. Okay. This army can head back this way, potentially. Can I take next? Product recruitment for the advisor cost reduction. Yeah, these guys can come back. That court up. Okay. I do not care. But these. Alright. Ooh, that'd be really good. There. I probably should have built a temple right here on all that. Business is booming. Alright, where is the Grand Bazaar? Yep. Exactly what I thought it was going to give. take me pretty significantly over. See how much we end up paying. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Development costs, appraisal drawn, price of progress, royal 40. Alright, and development needs to be at least 20, Valdos stands. Excellent, and mobility, north. Really don't actually want all that many provinces from them. Right. More consolidation. Throw down a castle right there. So there's nothing. It'll take. They have to siege down at least a fort to get multiple provinces. But really glad I didn't attack that when I saw it. Except the half-orcs. Alright. I'll take him, why not? I mean, I guess. Why not? war wizard. Jesus Christ, I hate war wizards. Ugh. When I don't have them, of course. When I have them, I love them. Okay, so... Yeah, I won't get Nurchester as a vassal because I'm save scumming, but... don't really care at this point. This needs defensiveness. This is also going to need defensive edict. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, Epivar is a major problem. Tradition, a wyvern worth its weight. Okay, you know what? It is time to retreat. And let them take some attrition. Okay, make about 1,100 min a month. Yeah, we need to start doing that. That'll help our income out at 2. speed. Yeah, I know that's probably not the best ability, but manpower has consistently been a pretty significant issue throughout this campaign. Not even that much land I need to take from them. Slaughter frag hill. Let me go sit down. Hated Vivar so much. Sorry for all the saves coming, but it's just the way it is. Okay. The main issue in this war is Ibavar. And their War Wizard General. So not them that has the War Wizard. No, it is them that has the War Wizard. No man. And just get one of these other nations out. That'd be so great. Hell, even tell them would be good to get out of the war. I can do that. Okay, getting better cavalry. Okay, make him a war wizard. And we will do... let's do a Osara. Sounds fun. Mercenaries. It's just so much mercenaries. Making me fight this hard for it. We're taking more than that. Pay that. Back to the front. Press progress. Royal Corby. Refugees flee our country. Shield growth. shield growth. Right there. Oh. Get rid of Lucian's guarantee of Newshire. Chestier a vassal. Okay. Take Boston's way. Alright. So I want those provinces. And then get rid of that treaty. The border has been advanced. Before I do that, and concentrate dev where possible. Alright. Take half these cannons, move this way. Enchantment stuff. I should have that done. Let's let him be. Even if I do with abjurations, nothing. Just need bandwidth, needs a fort. I really do not care if my current ruler dies, to be honest. Alright. again. Alright. The next one I'm definitely gonna need to do are the burgers. Transfer trade power here. Transfer trade power here. Okay. That's for whenever this is done. Austin at tier 1. The Dostanek is like a gushing wound, bleeding our life force with every slaver barge departing for slaver ports along the flooded coast. In order to stem the bleeding, we need to control the ancient Castelnorian city of Baldostan, in recent times renamed to Arca Corver by its Corvurian inhabitants. It sits on a promontory above the river shore, at the narrow point between the craggy Godshields Mountains, the impassable Dreadmire, and the impenetrable wilderness of the deep woods. By holding it, we can determine who is allowed to travel downstream and who is not. But it would be a deplorable waste to use this formidable fortress only as a glorified toll station. With our unique sense of style and fare, we may turn the dour architecture left by the Corvurians into a veritable crimson palace where our esteemed nobility can celebrate lavish festivities in a surrounding worthy of their exalted station. Alright, I'm just gonna state that. Praise Hadeen. Banging a succubus. Price of progress. Great Corvée. Yep, do that. That way. Let's do the cast action. What needs to be 30 development? It's right here. we try and down on the freedoms in our nation. These cannons actually have this stuff. And now we can get ash and corn formation. Okay. The wed's problem is send gift. Pay your damn loans off. Why wouldn't Siren Bar join me? What if I favors... Okay, I need to... do that. Caroline's with New Shire. Deep diplomats. How many more men do I need? None. I'm good. Once I get to about 20,000, I think I'll feel good to declare war. And we're gonna co-belligerate Khazargan. So I can go ahead and grab provinces off of them. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to spy network on them. Fabricate some claims on that land. What am I doing? Oh yeah, need to develop this one. These guys are all Coronite, so it shouldn't be much of a problem to annex them. Upgrade. Yeah. approach. Declare war. Obliterate them. War consolidation. Call in Galed. Important country. This army could actually take our leader. Superior succubi, elevate of the seducer. Alright, so trade power. Yes. Okay, get rid of that development so it's easier to core. Alright, let's do that. Send the second army this way. Yeah, let's go with that. It's so hard to find it in obnoxious. Like, my nation is mostly, what's it called? Mostly Infernal Court, but I cannot find a single builder. Why? getting the heretics and converting them, converting them or sacrificing them. It's fun. Like, come on. There we are. Bottle stoppers. Excellent. Alright, that's gonna make us a lot more money. Alright. With that. Good. Skill 3 trader. Surrender? They're not. God, I hope that trade bid wasn't any good. Probably was. Don't care all that much though. Oh, Cosby Gun is gone. Ascension. rebels, thank you very much. Yeah, take this. Alright. Most of Ascon is under our control. No one that important. Alright. Let me start the spy network. I want literally all of what's it called? All of Inneriscon. I don't believe I have. Really wish they added some little trade goods modifier to that, to the Infernal Core provinces. I don't believe there is any provinces for the what's it called? The Temple of Hadine. Should be another, yeah, Temple of Thosara, Temple of Khazrael. I don't believe there's any in Ascon besides Ildron. Pull forward, get upgraded. This can also get upgraded. Breeding crisis. There we can suffer. Yeah, sell a couple commissions. We're definitely the type of nation to sell commissions. Excellent. to fabricate claims. Westgate. Drill. These guys can also drill. Nice pretty borders down there. Commandant, I suspect he must have died in the battle. Which is steering. Accepted culture. Thumbs up. Go with this actually, because I want the domestic trade power to buy the trade units that I own. There we are. That's excellent. Alright. Now I want to fabricate claims. What do I have claims on? Okay, I want to get them on Northville. No orc shall leave. They steal our orcs and they insult our wine. How shameless. The attitude of their diplomats show us only one thing. The slave traders are not the sort of company with whom we should waste our time negotiating. It is a pity, for there was potential for a fruitful relationship between our realms, our wine overflowing some of the finest ports in Canor, and being sold all across the continent. Just imagine the prestige. No matter, if those egotistical, short-sighted, impolite morons refuse to cooperate, we have no choice but to take the matters into our own hands. For we will not watch as our workforce slips from our grasp. We must seal shut the slave trade going west and never again allow another orc to be taken from their homes, or be set on a vessel headed for distant lands. The slave trade will crumble as fast as it began, and the people will know that Rosande was the one to end it. We need an army tradition of 50, which can be done. State House in Eskin. Where's Eskin? Alright, we need... Oh. We're gonna have to fight the Empire. interesting. Got a card on Ashiende. Alright. Well, I believe that is going to be it for this episode. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.